howdy Mars Hill. If I was Mark Driscoll, that's what I would say, but I'm not. So instead I'm going to say hello to our blog readers. This is the first instalment of our daily video blog. We're going to hopefully do this every day, just to share with you a little bit of what we have learned and what we've been encouraged by and the fun things we get up to. So stay tuned and we will keep you updated.
Very nice, very nice. Well, welcome to our living quarters. This is our boys' caravan. Very nice, very spacious. Key. Very nice. The heater over there. This is actually a pretty amazing caravan. You can't see it at the moment, but we might get some pictures tomorrow. But it does actually have tigers and paw prints on the outside. I think they saw us, Swansea Union, and thought, right, we'll put them in the kids' one.
Right level.
Very nice. Can't complain about anything. Quite nice.
I have to say, you know, there's a good thing and a bad thing what I'm about to say. My highlight of the day: stopping in Aberystwyth for McDonald's.
Oh my goodness.
Double quarter pounder, brilliant, fantastic. But they did forget about my order for at least 2 hours. I was waiting there for my order to come. I finally got the cats to go up to the counter, and they were like, "Yeah, we've forgotten about you." So I was like, "Oh, great, thanks, thank you very much." So I'm never going to Aberystwyth McDonald's again. So scumbags.
Was that like the time you said you're never going to have a kebab again?
I haven't had one since.
Whatever.
So yeah, it's a bit like that time, yeah. So moving on to slightly more edifying issues, other than kebabs and McDonald's. What did you find encouraging about Big Dog Richard Cunningham?
Well, before we get on to that, I think it was just encouraging to be in a room with that many Christians. This isn't really my thing, but it was really amazing tonight just to look around the room and see that many people, most of whom, or well, all of them profess they love Jesus, and most of them hopefully do, just singing his praises and stuff. It was amazing, really. It was cool. And talk, that was great as well. It was Richard Cunningham, director of UCC.
Big Dog,
very
Big
good.
Cheese.
Very good speaker. Spoke on Luke chapter 8, Jesus' parable of the sower. Yeah, it was very good. This passage I've heard loads of talks on before, and for me, I thought the temptation for him must be, got 2,000 people, or however many it was, in front of me, got to come up with something amazing, something that's going to blow their minds and make them think, "Wow, this is amazing." He's like go into deep Hebrew of it or something, but it was really simple. We just kept it basic. He just basically spoke about verse 9 where the disciples just asked Jesus, "What does the parable mean?" And that's as basic as it is. Like, the importance of just looking at the word and saying, "What does it mean?" rather than coming up with our own ideas and stuff. And he was just talking about the need to be faithful as well, which was really good. Just faithfully sowing, and then you never know what God's going to do in the future. And he just said, like, looking back after 20 years of being a Christian, you can see God's been working in things you never expected him to. And that was really encouraging. Because I think a lot of times you try and think like, oh, there's no fruit, or you've got to try and produce fruit all the time and like, put loads of effort in, but you just got to be faithful. That's all God calls us to be. And God will produce the fruit in its own time. So that was encouraging. Definitely. What about you?
Richard Cunningham did was it was a clear kind of opening for the week. It was kind of setting up the week how it's going to go. And one thing I found really challenging was what he said about growth. And he went through the different illustrations, the kind of seed that falls on the rocky ground, and the seed that falls on the thorns and the bushes and the weeds. And then the thorn that falls on the good soil. Temptation at Christian conferences to kind of like when you're soaking in the fact that you were Christians day in, day out, and you just really you can take in all this teaching, all the preaching, meeting with Christians. You can discuss things. You can be in times of praise, sung worship, and you can get really excited. But is that falling on thorns? Because unfortunately, you can count on both hands, maybe more, of people you know who go away on camps, go away on conferences. They get really excited when they come home, but that spark flickers away, and it's so disappointing when you see people and you see them excited, but you want it to last. That's the point, isn't it? There's no point us coming on New Word Alive if we're going to be excited whilst we're here with all the Christians, but as soon as we go back to Swansea, we do not care about what God's got to say to us. We are not obedient. We have no discipline in our walk with God. We are not faithful, and we're not in any way, spiritually mature, or we're not on any sort of, spiritual level at all. So I think the challenge for New Word Alive is that we really want to learn from the teaching, and we really want to have fellowship with God and with His people, and go away spurred on to really make this seed last. Because, like Richard Cunningham said, it's those that last to the end that is the true Christians. That is, it's not lasting now and then falling away a few days later. It's about lasting the whole race, and you've got to go to the end, and you've got to take in every opportunity to grow and mature as Christians. So I guess it's not that we have a spiritual high on New Word Alive, but that we grow because of this, and that's what I really want to see from New Word Alive.
Yeah.
I think that's what Richard Cunningham, encouraged me with.
Yeah, I was thinking similar things like that as well, because in the praise and worship time, it was led by what's his face?
Stuart Townsend.
Stuart Townsend, and I don't know how many people there. How many was it?
2,000.
2,000 possibly. And it was amazing, but it's really easy to sing I've throughout my life, or just massive things to Christ there, because it's get caught up in a mission. But
so, peace out.